Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Conversations. I am your host, Jason Schemmel with the Daily News Network. And today, my guest is quite an awesome person here, if I do say so myself. Might be a little biased, but she has gone through quite the journey to get to where she is now. At first, she created her own content marketing and writing agency and company. And then after that, sold it and started getting into AI. And the interesting thing about that, and we'll touch on this in a minute, is that at first she was very against AI. And now some I've seen call her the queen of AI. So with this, I'm just going to let the conversation just kind of guide itself. My dear friend, Julia McCoy, how are you doing today?
Hey, Jason. It's so great to be here with you. I am doing great. Good to see your face. Thank you so much for having me on.
You as well. Thank you so much for coming on. I know you have a lot going on, but first, let's talk about your journey into AI. So at first you were pretty against it, right? Like there's no way AI can overtake copywriters and content writers.
That's exactly right. I mean, that was my thought. The minute ChatGPT rolled out and I got to play with it, I'm like, well, this clearly has no source of truth. It's just predicting, generating, and there's no thought. But then, it's crazy. That was fall of 2022. Here we are, the fall of 2024. And not only has reasoning hit that model, but we're looking at agents coming out of the LLM in January of 2025. So much has changed. They call 2024 year one of AI. And I, as an opportunist, would have definitely not been doing my job well if I maintained that position as these models got better and better. At some point, you got to be a realist and you got to say, okay, you know what? It's the person using AI that's going to win, and it's the person not using AI that's going to lose. And so that's how I think about it. And that has definitely brought me incredible opportunities. I don't think I'd be doing what I'd be doing today if I didn't actually jump on board the train at the right time.
And it's really interesting to see how much AI has exploded just in the past couple of years, to the point where ChatGPT is a household name. Like everyone associates AI with ChatGPT now. And it seems like every day there's a new tool, there's a new update, there's a new thing that AI can do, right?
Yes, that's the truth. I mean, there's tool lists maintained that I look at, and it's like just in the last month, there's like 2,000 tools to pick from. So yeah, the C is quite high.
Right. Well, and now here you are creating your own thing with first movers in this whole AI space. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes. So I am so excited about First Movers. As we're talking, Jason, it's literally not even 3 weeks old. We've got our first proposal out for more than 40 grand. So we're looking at, building integrations inside companies using bots where we completely, I can't believe I'm saying this. This is insane to me, where we're automating their marketing, their content, and their processes. And we're doing as much as, we're trying to hit 25x in efficiency gains, not just give you a little 5 to 10%, which is what you can experience if you play with ChatGPT. But if you get serious about these tools, what the bots themselves can do, and I'm talking like custom built GPTs, like not that, it's not rocket science. What these things can do, especially if you link them up, is incredible. And we want to do that at a high level, but then also teach it, which is why we're building a school on a decentralized platform, which we believe is also the future of where all this is going, because the world's going to change so much when work becomes autonomous. So we want to teach that too and help people actually get ready.
I know it's crazy to think where AI is going to be just within the next 2 to 3 years. I like some people like to think, 5-10 years down the road, but I don't even think we need to look that far ahead.
Oh gosh, no. There's been 2 predictions of points in time. First point in time being AGI, and the milestone on that is set as 2029. And then there's this idea called the singularity, ASI, and that's around the year 2045, which is the whole idea of cyborgs and transhumans. We won't touch on that yet because we're not there, but what's coming is AGI. And I do think it will be sooner than 2029, just because of what OpenAI has achieved in their 5 levels to AGI, level 1 being the LLMs, level 2 being reasoning. We achieved that this fall with O1 preview and the full models rolling out soon. Level 3 is agents. That's rolling out in January of 2025. Level 4 is going to be organizations. And then autonomous work itself will start to happen. And so we're going to see those 2 levels, I think, happen there's an interview on Y Combinator with Sam Altman where he said these things are now going to start to happen really fast because it's a trickle effect. Once you unlock one of those major exponential triggers, the next one becomes so much easier. And you see that pattern in technology. It makes sense.
Right. So now it only makes sense then to start working with first movers. So not only do you have some of this stuff already integrated, but you understand it all. So that way you can further embrace more of it and really optimize your productivity. Right.
Oh, 100%. Yes. That's what the whole goal is to help you see what's possible. Because I think it's really easy to, I'm a YouTuber. So, I help you avoid the clickbait, but there's so much out there on what you could be doing. And sometimes information gets overwhelming. So it's our goal to actually do this inside businesses and then bring that back to the marketer, the person behind the desk that, can't afford a whole custom integration built out, and also show them like, hey, look, this is what's possible, and blow their minds with the amount of productivity gains you can have.
Right. It's amazing what can possibly happen in such a short amount of time. And unfortunately, speaking of time, we are at that time. But Julia, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. I know it goes by so fast. So fast.
It does. What? 5 minutes.
So quick. But tell everyone how they can find you online.
Yes. Well, first of all, quick shout out to our host here, Jason. He's an awesome person. If you're not following him, follow him first. He's amazing. You can find me on X, Julia E. McCoy, YouTube, Julia McCoy, and LinkedIn as well. My 3 favorite platforms, Julia McCoy. So definitely follow me there. And, I'm always sharing what's happening, but from the lens of, okay, here's how this will affect our work, our life, and our well-being. Because I think we can have so many gains in all 3 areas. And that to me is really exciting.
Awesome. Couldn't agree more. So everyone, make sure to check out Julia online, see everything that she's doing at First Movers. And Julia, thank you so much for coming on the show.